Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Sun Devils ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team.
Makes a grab and room to run. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
Reed. Touchdown, Aggie! Fit it in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field with the windows closed so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. No chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Bolden. They're working that left side. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to Brown. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, you know, on 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Brown again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Hand off for Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Back to pass, it's Bolden. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Here's Reed to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Riley. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. Got a little grass. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggie.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these designed quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing to wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. On the option. Now the toss. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Again, it's Brown. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that.
Snags it, and he's open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Grab behind the line. It's Hamilton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Here's a give to Robinson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. That's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Bowling. They're setting up the screen. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this 4th down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Flying out to the left. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Here's a give to Robinson. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Boley. Rushes on him. Buried before he can blink.
And it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a sixer, but his guy dropped it.
Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. On the move. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Snagged out of the air. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Reed unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Dances away to buy time. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They go right back to him. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to throw. It's Bowling. Got his man on the right. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Bulldogs who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Here's Robinson one more time. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Under fire. Setting up the screen. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
A give to Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Boley. Got his man on the outside. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and goal. Handoff for Brown. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, ASU! Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. He'll take it himself. does not get there. Boy, they stopped him just short of the goal line and kept him from getting the 2.
Texas A&M, 28, Arizona State, 6. Number 70, set to kick it away.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing Reed. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the red zone, it's Brown. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Brown again. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Here's Brown. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Scanning the field, it's Bowling. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. The quarterback sneak. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And when when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
Here comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. Reed. He's got him. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Running inside. It's Owens. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's Reed to throw. He's going to fire deep. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen.
Arizona State, 9.
So we open the final period with a third down play. A run for the quarterback. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in, the defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Let's go, baby.
Got stuffed
Hey, Levi,
on
you on
down.
here?
It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Bowling. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was trying
I fucked around through a pick on that one drive, that stupid ass pick. I was fucking caught in the chase my own shit.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
3rd and 6 yards to go. He's got it again. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Quarterback may change this route. Reed. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it.
One of the best.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Both of them.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give out of the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's good enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Bakes the grab on the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
keeps it.
Oh, he's supposed to trip him.
At the 30.
Slow-ass quarterback.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
If your defensive line cannot take on double teams, it allows linemen to get up into the laps of linebackers, and that's happening far too often right now, which is why this defense is struggling stopping the run.
The Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Using his feet. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second
If you
and
want him
10.
to play next week, relax.
This offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously, they need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Trying play action. Steps away.
Oh, I didn't throw
much
it.
of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
Coming out with it, it's Bussy. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone.
That's a little weird.
He stopped at the 13.
It's a little weird, don't you think? No kicks back all game.
Opening play of this drive comes from the
Hey, man, you bounce back
line.
next week, brother. Just had a tough opponent this week. Whoever put you on a schedule was trying to set you up.
Makes the catch and he's free. The 50, the 40, the 30, at the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Miss it.
They'll
Shit.
grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. If you're not making a miss, you've got to have 2 hands on the ball.
Quick handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Keene. Quickly complete.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
On 3rd and short, the running back here.
Oh, I missed that whole
room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
A huge game.
3rd down. Oh, that pressure coming, man. You sending them hound dogs on 3rd down, man.
Football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing.
Yeah, well, you run into.
Slings it downfield.
Oh, y'all just made me mad.
Catch along the sideline.
Stupid ass fucking defensive tackle.
Man, and one of the reasons this guy's dangerous is because if things get off schedule, he can still hurt you. There was no panic, right? He's not just going to take off and go running. He kept his focus down.
Hey, man, I know one thing. We better not let these men score.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy.
Oh!
Into the open. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
Juan came out with all these crazy-ass plays. Man, it's too late for that.
Start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this.
Give me my ball back.
Dropping back, it's Keene.
Give me my ball back.
Picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggie.
This guy's going to need an ice bath based on how he's run the football now these last 2 games, David. Back-to-back top 25 wins, in large part because of the way he's running the football. He has been physical, and it's incredible to watch him against really good defenses wear them down. It just seems to get better as the game goes on. This guy has just been a monster in recent games.
He's been an absolute monster, and I think when you're watching this team and you watch him the last 2 weeks against quality opponents and to be